Alrighty, it's another day of the Crying Baby game. The streak is at 17. We have Mama Mega and we have Immaculate Conception. That was a bit rude, not gonna lie. Sir, that was not okay. We're also gonna want to milk that challenge curse room if we can to feed Immaculate Conception should we find some red hearts. That's the big if though, is whether we can find red hearts. I'm not a huge fan of slowdown effects against delirium, but I think this is still good enough, especially because it's so early. And it's so good against a lot of enemies, like these guys, for example. Do 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 do. Oh. Oh. I would like to find some money to go into that store. Oh. Yeah, that's worth it. Alright. Got it in the first room. That's pretty exciting. I should honestly just leave and re-enter to despawn these guys. Well, we have a blue candle. That's pretty nifty, if I may say so myself. Bit of a sad use of Mama Mega, but I mean, it's a blue candle. And a broken donation machine. If I could stay, could have used the bomb on the donation machine. Okay, and then I would have bought the candle and left Mama Mega behind. I could have done that, but this seemed to make a bit more sense. He did. I mean, fair. Sure. That was an expensive health up. Wow, you survived that? That's criminal. Alright, bit of move speed. Why not? Don't really care about the ramming damage because, well, that's just very impractical in a game where almost everything deals contact damage. No arcade, unfortunately. I would have loved to see a blood donation machine here. So we could make use of that So we could make use of the thingy. The Cambion conception. You don't get to start that a whole lot, so you kind of want to take advantage of it, even if it's not a great item. Super Secret Room probably there. I mean, I have the bombs to try and guess. Maybe I should do that. I don't know why I'm trying that. I don't think I can get a second quarter out of that. That was a bit of a waste. Oh boy. All right, it's a delirium run, so once again we would... I forgot to turn off my Steam. It's a delirium run, so we would like to take devil deals, which means I'm probably gonna get an absolute shit devil deal here. That didn't come up. This is the third run I'm recording today, and I've only just now noticed that. I mean, I don't have a lot of Steam friends for that reason, so... Oh. I think that's worth it. Don't be tears down. Oh god, it's damage down. Okay. I mean, my main source of damage right now is blue candle anyway. So that was okay. Cyber's playing Rocket League. Get in there. I haven't played Rocket League in forever. Much less with Cyber. He was always a lot better than me at the game. He was always like exactly a rank higher, and I don't know how he did it. I think he just played a lot though too. Dude's just cracked at that game. You're not missing anything. I heard there's a lot of bots and like boosted accounts nowadays. Like Rocket League seems to have a huge cheating and boosting problem. But that's like the last bit of info that I got from that game, and that was like a few weeks ago. I don't know how the game is doing now. I loved Rocket League on launch, man. That game, I mean, the game is still fantastic. It hasn't really changed since then. Save for the few extra modes. I don't know why I didn't go in there. Ah, that's why. Oh yeah, DDoSing, right? I've heard about that too. Sure. I'll buy a key too. I'm pretty low on those. Pretty much like every other competitive online game. Yeah, but the developers seem to be particularly shit at combating it. But again, that's just what I heard. I haven't played the game in years at this point. Actually years. This is an interesting choice. I mean, I have plenty of bombs, but what is that key gonna do for me right now? Right? The answer is nothing. That key ain't doing shit. Okay, what do we got? We've been to the item room and the store. The nickel is sticky. There's gotta be more end rooms here, right? At least one. At least one. Ooh, a blood donation machine. That's actually pretty huge with Immaculate Conception. So it's gonna explode on the first play, right? No. Can I reach that part over there? Wait, where is it? Is this a maze cart? Oh, it got moved. Oh, that is so sad. Nice. That was sick. All right. It can't move my stuff that's in the boss room. Oh no. Well, I guess money ain't no issue anymore. I was worried that was gonna happen. I forget, was there anything worth picking up in the store? Oh, that's lucky. I remember reading some conspiracy theory. I should have done this next to the blood donation machine in case it gives me hearts. So stupid. Just had to prove me an idiot, did you? Ah! All marks, all characters? Nice. That epic one at Rocket League that was the same as Fortnite doesn't care about competitive scene at all. Just give us money for skins forever kind of thing. I mean, I feel like that's just an epic thing, is it? I mean, this is just my personal opinion, but I feel like it's gonna be, or it would be a lot easier to extract money from a game like that if you actually like made a game that the player base enjoys playing, you know, and that the player base enjoys competing in. But a lot of developers seem to disagree, and you know what? They're making a shitload of money, so, and I'm not, so what do I know? Man, I sure wish my build was dealing damage. I mean, my candle is dealing damage. If we assume the blue candle is my build, then I guess my build is dealing damage. God. Literally, friend zone is dealing more damage than I do. Although that fly actually hits fairly hard, so that's not super surprising. Do 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 do. Nice. That's gonna help the build deal a lot more damage, actually. So that's neat. Ooh. Wow, really? I missed that? That. There we go. Sure. Is that a champion belt this run? Did the champion belt from last run just activate or something? We're getting a lot of champions this one. Do, 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 Rag Mega, my man. You go invincible and annoy the world. Good job. Luckily, the candle is OP. I want the guppy piece. I don't really care about Azazel's rage. I don't think it's that great. I haven't found the item room yet, though. Would I take the 10% damage item here, the straw? That's actually a great question. That's actually a really great question because I feel like the straw, while better at delirium, would be quite a bit worse at everything else up to delirium. And like right now, the build is not really in a position where it can afford to do that. So I don't know. Give me the straw in like depths too, and I'm gonna be a lot happier. I've never seen that technique before. Well, here you can still learn new tech. You can also learn how to run into spoiks. I'm pretty good at that too. Look at me asking good questions. Yeah, even a broken clock is right. Twice a day, huh? Although, is that still true? With digital watches being the main medium of showing time nowadays. Like a lot of the students I work with at this point, they can't even like read analog watches anymore because you don't need to. Like, it's not a skill that is required anymore if you were born after like 2010. You just don't need to be able to do that anymore, so they can't. They never learned how. How did I miss that? I was not looking at the screen. You can't read a digital watch. Well, I mean... guess the world needs those kinds of people too. There are literally no analog clocks. Yeah, it's just like they don't need to be able to do it. Do smartphones nowadays even have the ability to display the time in an analog way? I don't know what the right phrasing is here, but I'm assuming there's like apps that can do that at least, but and the funniest part to me is like all the things that annoyed us so much about the grown-ups when we were kids, like my friends start doing them now. Like you tell my friend group that kids these days can't read analog clocks anymore, and there's gonna be a fucking outrage from like 75% or so of them. It's like, how can you not read an analog watch? Like they don't need to. They literally don't need to. They never learned because it doesn't matter to them. Your life does not end if you can't read an analog clock. Funnily enough, it didn't end back in our days when we couldn't read an analog clock, but it was a lot less convenient for us. For them, it literally doesn't matter. Like, there is almost no advantage whatsoever to being able to do that nowadays. So they don't. Do they not have a clock in every classroom? Not in every classroom, no. It actually depends mostly on whether the teacher bothers to bring one. Plus, even if they did, like, they don't need one because everyone just looks at their smartphone every 5 minutes. And I'm being generous here with the 5 minutes. Like, that's the next thing, right? When somebody wants to know what the time is, they just reach for their pocket. Like, yes, for our generation, it's natural to like look around and see if there's a clock somewhere on the walls, but they don't do that. Like, it is not relevant to their generation to do that. I personally don't need to look at the clock because I can just ask my girlfriend. I don't know how she does it, but like she always knows what time it is. It's ridiculous. Like her sense of time is beyond anything I thought was possible. Like she wakes up in the morning, she's still like half asleep, and you ask her what time she is, and she's gonna be within like 10 minutes of it. It's crazy. I think she's a witch personally, but I can't prove it yet. Okay, I won't lie, I have no idea where I have been and haven't been through to, but and I kind of do not. I don't think I've seen the shop or the item room here yet, have I? Really don't think I have. We had phones, we were not allowed to use them in class. I mean, we weren't allowed either, we still did it. Like, come on, man. Great. That's what I came back here for. Bruh. Might not make Hashi, that's okay. In my day, yeah. Kids these days don't know how to hunt a mammoth. That's okay. Neither do I. Well, I guess we're taking that. I'm not gonna drop that candle. Kids those days don't know how to pirate. I mean, with the cost of every streaming service in the world going up every day, I feel like that's gonna make a comeback at some point too. Gonna drop some hearts for Immaculate Gonna drop no hearts, I guess, for Immaculate Conception, sure. Fine. I didn't want to lower my hearts anyway. Stupid game. Kids these days don't even have cocaine in their Coca-Cola. Huh. Guess we can debate on whether that's a good or a bad thing. Do you guys think I can still make the boss rush to steal from? Give of meat cube is nice. And I guess I'm gonna buy the key. I don't know why I bought the Steam sale. I guess on the off chance I still somehow make Hush. Oh, sorry. Was there a question about the video game we're playing? I was so focused on the kids these days that I kind of didn't see. Rolling super bandage is a bit bold, but at the same time, like, this build is currently not lacking HP. I'm not touching that. Is there any way in the world I'm actually getting to Hush? I mean, I have an Emperor card. If I get like a really, really fast Womb 1 or just an XL floor, I can actually do it. Okay, it's a delirium run. I can pick the photo. It's extremely unlikely we actually get on Polaroid proc, but there's always a chance. And I feel like the +1 damage isn't going to do a whole lot for me because blue candle is still going to be my main source of damage output. I'm going to take the Polaroid. Rage for XL. I mean, that would be sick. Oh, well, I'm going to use it here then, because this is definitely the better floor to use it on with a Lost Curse. Goat head. Probably worth it. I don't think the shovel is worth the heart. Not if I want to take the candle with me. I think goat head is worth it because it gives me the chance to actually like go into this item room, into this devil deal, and find like an Abaddon or a guppy's paw. And that would be nice. I'm probably going to be playing that beggar because at this point Hush is pretty much dead. I'd need to get the sickest womb. And frankly, this is already not the sickest womb. Polaroid also means I get to go through the cathedral instead of Sheol, which is a big advantage. It looks like I'm beelining. Which is really sad because that's clearly still not enough. We're gonna have to squeeze everything out of this floor. This is gonna be a tough run. This is a very long floor. The kind of floor where from the starting room, like every one of those rooms that's adjacent to the starting room is an end room. But like the entire rest of the floor was just put on this route. Oh, yeah, this is not good. Please don't jump towards me until my candle is back up. Really? Hey, Panic. What are you doing? What? Oh, the miss. The whiff. Oh, I shouldn't have taken that. Is there going to be Legends EA streams? And if so, will your team include a Guard of War? Probably, and I don't know. Please don't drop a troll bomb. Okay. I don't want to go in there. I do want to go in there, even though every time I go in there, I complain how these rooms are worthless. When you have 10 keys to spare, there's really no downside to going in. God, these rooms are worthless. There's no way there's another end room at the bottom there, right? I was hoping for an arcade. So I could potentially find a blood donation machine. For all these hearts. I never really got to take advantage of that Immaculate Conception that we started with. I saw too late that those were spiky. Will I travel to Australia to play ZA one day earlier? No. I don't even have a Switch 2 yet. I got Sworn Protector from Immaculate Conception. I'm bad. Oh, it's a good thing that we got that goat head. Guppy's Tail. I do have 8 keys. Guppy's Tail and the Mark are both takes, I think. Now you give me a Temperance card. One good red chest away from Goop. Makes you kind of wish I had gone to the dark room instead of the chest, huh? Question is, would I have gotten through Sheol, sorry. Gotta say it correctly. I'm pretty sure Sheol is correct at least. I'm like 99% sure that I read at some point it's Sheol, right? Oh my god. It's a looping floor. Ooh. I can't really open the spooky chest. But I can get the 2 reverse cards and the other chest. So that's definitely worth it. Magician question mark? Oh, dude. Oh my god. Okay, that's huge. So we put that there basically just as a HP dump for Immaculate Conception. Double Magician question mark. Okay, so we can use one for Isaac and then the other one for... I don't know. Whatever that's necessary for. Probably Blue Baby. Oh, there's an invisible guy. Ah! Wrecked by the camouflage. Not for delirium. Yeah, currently the concern is to like reach delirium. The tear rate is nice I get from hitting myself there. Oh. Ooh. I have 20 bombs. I don't need to wait for this guy. I'm just gonna bomb there. Callus. I mean, Callus is better than the other thing at this point. Oh, wait, hold up. It's delirium, though. I mean, I got it, right? This is not a great delirium item. But this is gonna make sure we get to delirium. At which point, we should be able to beat delirium. It would have been so sad if this was actually a guppy piece now and like Knife would turn that off. Yeah, that's true. Knife being at its worst against delirium doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad item. It's also gonna make sure that we get there with like 12 HP, so. Come on, man. I'm not taking a pill, if that's bad trip. That's Terrible. Would have still preferred to make the goopster happen here. No! Oh boy. Just unnatural to see miss without a sub. I think it's pretty natural. I don't know when the last time was that Miss actually subbed to me himself. He usually just gets gifted subs. We bought an air fryer, so no money. I mean, you gotta see where your priorities are, and an air fryer is a great excuse to not be subbed. We bought an air fryer. I too want an air fryer. I did not mean to pick up. Actually, no, that's actually a really good pickup because that's gonna proc Polar right now, right? Yeah, that's nice. I should just stand still with the Magician card active. Lord knows when that's gonna run out, though. Ah! Okay, want the other Magician card. I have 3 of the same pill on the floor. True. It's like the double blue one, right?
Speed
okay.
down.
That doesn't really do much. Curse of the Maze. Aquarius is okay. That's me. That's garbage. Rune Bag definitely has its applications. Rune Bag is gonna have its, that's nuts. And I might actually drop the candle for that. I think I do, especially with Knife. Like, that's just Knife's best friend. Does that do anything with Knife? I don't think it does. What was that throw, dude? Bad tier rate coming through now that I'm out of the floor and the thingy isn't maxed anymore. What's it called? Bloody Gust. Definitely. Oh, it does do something. Definitely want to kill Gluttony last. If I could get a less than 3 here, I'd be more than happy. That's an easy kill by virtue of my best friend Anima Sola. How many? I have 2.89 luck. How am I getting? Oh no, wait, I have Guppy's tail. That's why I'm getting all these chests. Oh. That room is really scarier than it deserves to be. Yeah. Honestly, not that relevant with Knife, but it sure can't hurt. Okay, once again, get the guy last whose drop I want the most. It's really what a lot of these chest rooms come down to. Chariot question mark is not that great. Teleporter is definitely not great. Not when we have Anima Sola. Once again, no less than 3. Come on, get him before he goes invisible. Well, I got him after he went visible again. Incoming conjoined. I would not be sad about that. Answers over Magician for the Void Floor seems nice. Magician question mark is a very, very good card, but I also feel like... I don't need that. I also feel like the Vision is going to be more useful, and between Knife and Anima Sola, really all we need to do is make it to Delirium with a decent stack of HP. And I feel like Answers is going to do a better job of that. It grabbed one of the flies that circles him. That's amazing. Good thing Delirium doesn't have those. All right. Bit of a dirty floor. That's a lot of possible Delirium rooms. Nice, nice. That's great. Like, I'm missing both tier 8 and hearts. That was a great find. It's 13 high, right? Let me make absolutely sure that this one is impossible. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna use that to fill up on hearts, and then we're gonna take Anima Sola with us to the boss room. I assume it's the left one as well, because the right side just looks like a border. But we're still gonna go first to those that definitely can't be Delirium. Why did you explode? Oh, well, now I can just go wherever I want. Sweet. We'll just check if he's here. I think he's here. Nice. I actually think this is the Delirium fight. But it's the closest and I have a full card, so I just went to this one now. Also, the Super Secret Room is here. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. What do we take? What do we even take? I could take Polly. I mean, that would kind of be the easy one out. I could take just Brimstone. I don't like Sacred Heart. I mean, I like Sacred Heart, but I don't like homing on Knife. Well, I think it's irritating. Oh, C-section. That's a good one. I think we have a winner. I'm not taking Mega Mosh. We went over this, chat. I'm boring to watch. I don't do stuff like this, even though I could break the game every run. Parasite is fun too. My first thought actually was Brimstone. But I'm also an old school Isaac player. I'm gonna go through this entire place again, right? Just like every time. I could go for double knife. I mean, having two knives is actually not that bad. Oh, quad shot is a fun one too. There's Polly. Did I walk past it or have I actually not seen it yet? If anyone sees C-section, yell. IRL. Twisted Pair is a fun one as well. Because they get their mini knives. Oh my god, either I'm blind or I actually have just tactically avoided C-section until the very end. Are they actually sorted by item ID? I never paid attention to that. If that's the case, then I certainly could have had a little more control over when and how I found it. I need some tier rate. Not to like win, but to make this more fun. Jello is also surprisingly good with knife. I mean, yeah. Jello is cool. Hey, tears. I mean, that technically gives me tier, right? Yeah. Hold up, science. Do they find their way back? They do not. There's this one guy in my YouTube comments that always tells me to take this thing. And I wanted to see if we finally found like a viable application for it, but the answer is no. It's almost like knife is just generally a good item. You can't say that. I made a tier list that put a knife in Soul S tier. And I got roasted for it. You can't say that. If you like knife, you hate fun. Sorry, I don't make the rules. That's just what I've been told. How dare you like knife? I know. Of course I hate fun. Why do you think I'm in your stream? Wow, I just got roasted. I'm gonna go grab the anime soda. Because frankly, at this point, I don't really care if I clear out every single boss room. There's two that still can be delirium on the right side, the top ones. And we'll just guess. I still think like the far right side is actually a border of the map. So I think it's the topmost one of the 4 that are left. So that's the one I'm gonna assume is Delirium, baby. Little babies with knives. That's not dangerous at all. Yeah, sure. Yep. Range is actually great for conjoined. Sorry, for C-section. Because that means the little guys stay airborne longer. Oh, I couldn't get him in time. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Oh, he didn't have his damage shield yet. I still froze him fast enough for him not to have a damage shield. And he's midair and invulnerable. Good job. Did I do it again? I did it again. Oh, come on. That's clearly touching the knives. Come on, man. Does he lose his damage shield when he's Anima Solot? I don't know. That was a nice ending, but we had to work for that. If you enjoyed this kind of run, make sure to leave a like and a sub on the video, as it's an easy way to support me. And there's another video on screen right now that YouTube thinks you might enjoy, so go check that out, and I'll see you in the next one. GG.